Hi everyone, Stacy from Dies to Die For. Welcome to Thursday night's paper crafting video. First, I want to take a minute to show you the new July releases because I have not done that yet. We have our card edge borders in the slim line. You get the wave, the scallop, and the torn edge. And then we have our soldier, see him, and it says saluting you and has a shadow around it. And then our United States of America and USA words that both have shadows around them. And then I love this one. This is our new squirt gun or water fun set. Has your little water balloons. This piece right here is the part to put inside the water balloon if you use vellum to make it look like it's full. And then your splats, 2 different water guns, and then the hose. And my son actually pointed out something the other day. He said if you cut this and this off, that little part of the hose could be a really good little like kiddie pool. And then we have our car keys. I love these, are so adorable when they're cut out. I don't know where my sample is, but they're so cute. And then we have some new gem colors. We have the fire red, lava red, the patriotic blue, and then the cotton white. And these products are all already on our website. And then we've also added some foam squares. You get, I believe, like 160 something, 162 maybe on a sheet. And I believe those retail for $2 something. Okay, so those are all on our site, but I'm not going to use any of these tonight. I'm going to tease you a little bit and show you a birthday card that I made for one of our design team members, Lou, using some brand new dies that are going to be August releases. So sorry to tease you, but I wanted to show you this card and show you how I made it before I send it out to her. This die is an exception. This die is not going to release in August. This one is part of a September set, so that's a little ways out. Sorry to tease you like that, but it fit perfectly on the card, so I had to use it. All right, let me show you how I did my lilacs real quick. And this is our new lilac die. You get the small and the large, and then an extra leaf and some flowers to layer on top of it. So grab my mat, turn it the right way. And then I use some of the Simon Hurley Later Gator ink for the bottom. And I just want to do it really light because I want a nice pale green color. And I'm just doing the stem. Then I'm going to take some of my Simon Hurley Crown Me ink and do the top. I'm going to layer these, so I have 2 of them, but I'm going to do the top of both of them. Just do that nice and light purple. Then I'm going to show you my flower tools again, how I use them on this. Actually, let me take one of these little flowers. And I always cut mine out in 2 layers, so I have to pull them apart. Ink a few flowers so I can show you how I do those also. Alright, got our flower tools and our foam again. If you remember from the roses video the other night. Now, where are my scissors? This pair will do. I want to cut the stem off on one of the flowers, the one that I did not ink. Now, let's decide what size flower tool we need. For this one, I want to use the flower tool on the front part. This I'm going to flip over and I'm going to use it on the back. Because if you can see my lilacs, they're 2 layers. The top layer is lifted up a little and the back layer goes back just to give it a little more dimension or the look of a lilac flower a little more. So I think, no, I used a bigger one on that back because you don't need a whole lot. In the back, you just do in the back layer, you just do in the center because you're going to want a flat surface. I mean, on the edges, you're going to want a flat surface in the center to glue down to. And then take something a little smaller and do those leaves. Okay, there's a start. And even that would be cool to use. You could use it just like that. I'm not going to stop there. Did anybody think I would? Now this, you're gonna mainly do the edges also, but curve this forward. Okay, just like that. And I'm gonna take some glue. Hopefully we won't have the same glue mishap that we did on the roses video. I think my top is on there nice and secure. Oh, I want to move my phone because I don't want to get glue on that. Line those up and just press it down in the center and make sure it's glued on the bottom and in the center, but leave all of the edges loose. Hold it down for a minute, just like that. Your lilac's almost done. Now what I would do with these little petals is take something a little smaller and just rub each little piece and in the center and cup it. And if you want it cupped a lot more, use 2 layers of your foam. And if you want it a little less, so it's just, let's see if I can show you one. Those both all have 2 layers. Show you a leaf. The harder you press and the smaller your tool, the more you're gonna, but you can just press lightly also and just get a little bit of a curve like that. Anyway, that's my flower tool teachings of the day. Those flower, if you haven't guessed by now, you're going to be seeing a lot of those flower tools. Okay, now this I've already started with all of my petals on it. There's several different shape petals in the die. There's some that have a stem on them like that. If you can see it, let me get closer. And then there's just some like that. All the ones with the stem, the ones that are a little bigger like this, I started at the bottom and went around up to here. Then I went to the smaller ones and went around the top. And then I'm going to go back in the center and take all these petals without the stems and put them right in the center like that. And you can do this as close as you want. Spread them out more. Only put a few on a flower. There's so many options with all of these flowers. I'm having so much fun playing with the new, what is it? We have the hydrangea, this lilac, the wisteria. Kind of forgot about all of our other flowers. Like the forget-me-nots was always one of my favorites, so eventually I want to go back and use these flower tools on some of our original flowers like the forget-me-nots and see how they come out. Alright, last one right there. And then, like I said, you could go even crazier and put things extending out and more petals, or you could put less, whatever you want. This is just what I wanted for this particular card. And most of my pieces I already have built. So, oh, I showed you the lilacs. This one is a new August release. This is our milk pitcher. I wanted it to be like one of those old metal milk pitchers. That was the idea I was going for. Okay, so I cut it out in a metallic silver paper, and then I used my flower tools and I curved it a little, put my pop dots behind it. Then I'm just going to take my gray ink pad and distress it. Go a little heavier on the handle. I want to pull some, I don't know if you can see, there's a glare on it, on this for me, so it's hard for me even to see to distress it. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. You see that? Here, this one's all done. I can show you better on that maybe. You're just adding some patina, I guess you would call it, on a old metal object. Okay, I think we're good there. Then I took, oh, this is one that I did not show you. Actually, there's two other dies that I did not show you from our designer kits. This is our Betty Manning's Flowers and Greenery. And then this one is our Lou's Basic Words. There's all kinds of like happy birthday, love, my, I, and, day, rock, the, wishing, best, congrats, you, I can't say it, exclamation point, miss, I don't know what that one says. Good, A24. I'll figure out. The other day I couldn't figure out what the rock one said. I had to cut it out and figure out that one. I think it says have. Yep, it says have. Okay. Sometimes they're hard to read backwards, even when you're the one who drew them. Anyway, those are available in our designer kits. So from Lou's Basic Words, I use the happy and the birthday. Where did my happy go? Right there's my happy. And I love this set. I think this is going to be one of my most used word sets. Hold on. Okay. My phone was buzzing. Somebody was calling, but I didn't see it in time. Okay, I used the Lou's word set, but then I used our stitched accent ribbons also for this card. And this I'm just going to kind of see about where I think I want it placed. I think I want it to go back a little bit. So I'm going to snip this, maybe not exactly where I want it, but down enough. Then I had this little extra piece and I didn't know what to do with it, so I just kind of put it up there and it worked. Okay, I have 3 of the lilacs all completed. And we're going to put those in the milk jug, or milk pitcher. Okay, I was just getting an idea of where I wanted them. So let's take my pop dots off. Then on this, I'm also going to glue around the edges because I want it to connect to the card. Or make it look like a 3D milk jug, milk vase. I keep calling it a milk jug, and when we got it in, because I called it a milk jug so often, my husband was not thinking that it was going to look like this, like I had in my head. He thought I was talking about like one of the, and maybe they are called milk jugs, but like one of the old, really old, like milk containers that they used to collect milk in with the 2 handles on them. So guess what I'll be making in the next few months for the next die? Because I think we need one of those now too. Okay. Hold that down for a minute. And this I want pulled all the way to the bottom of the card. Okay, I think we're good there. Then I'm going to take my lilacs, make sure I get some glue on the edges because these are raised up a little bit, so it's going to be hard to get them to stick down a little. Oop, are you stuck? Make sure I get the leaves on the outside. This is a fairly easy card to make. The thing that takes the most time is making these lilacs. And I actually didn't think they were that bad, that time consuming. Extend this out there a little bit. Stay down. See, it doesn't want to stick. We have this fly that has been stalking me for a few days now, and I cannot seem to catch the thing, but every time I go to do a video, it wants to be over here. I'm thinking I'm going to put some pop dots on this one, especially up here where it's, I'm going to want it stuck to all the way to the, you guys know what I mean, right? I want it stuck back there. Oh, fly, go away. At least it's just a fly. We had, my kids keep leaving the doors open, like wide open, no screen doors. They don't seem to remember that our house will fill up with mosquitoes and creepy crawlies in 2.5 seconds. But yesterday, or the day before, one of the days, there was this bug like this long that had huge pinchers on it. It was flying around our house. It finally landed on my son's bed and went like underneath of it. My husband had to tear the bed apart to get the bug out of there. And it was nasty looking. It was so gross looking, I didn't even take a picture of it. That's how bad it was. And if any of you know me personally, you know that I take pictures of everything. Everything except for myself. I don't like myself in pictures, but everything else. Okay, now because this has popped up a little, I want to put some pop dots on the sides of this that are not going to be over the milk container, so that they're kind of at the same level. So one probably, wait, actually, wouldn't it be better to take this and put this right on here so I know exactly where it needs to go? Oh boy. That thing's asking for it. Alright. I already glued my birthday down to my stitched accent ribbon. In case you couldn't tell, I forgot to take the back off this foam dot. I love our new foam dots. Like, in the past, the foam dots that I was using, I could stick things down, and if I wasn't happy with them, I could take them back up. These foam dots, you have to really know where you're putting it, because most of the time you can't get them back up. Which is a good thing, and that's the way it's supposed to be, but no. I need my micro tip scissors. Not for people who make mistakes and stick stuff down before they're ready. Okay. It's a little funny edge. Now, let's get this happy down. Dab it off a bit. Okay. Oops. Don't stick to me. Okay, now our little flourishy piece. This piece, I'll show you the dye. Even though, remember, you can't have this one till September. It's part of a special suicide awareness hop that we're doing in September, but it's going to be the side-facing butterflies and the flourishes. That's where this little guy came from. And it's killing me that I set a release date so late on this die, because I love it. There's also a bigger flourish in the set, and I've used that on quite a few cards already. Cards that I love the way they turned out, and I'm dying to share with you guys, but those still don't release for a month and a half. Do I want it this way, or do I want it probably this way? Right there. See if that fills in that area nice. I love those things. Those are so much fun. Now, this I thought could just go up there to bring some of the green up there. Let's see. I glued it. I put the other. Let's put this one on Pop Dots. We must have it match down here, right? That's straight enough. And these two background pieces I used our stitched rectangle set again. Just the largest in the second size. If you wanted to, you could put another matte piece right in between those two. Echo and Louisiana do that on theirs a lot, and I really like the look. Okay, where did my cotton white embellishments go? My little gems. And if you haven't seen our gems yet, they are available in 3 sizes. Don't ask me right now what the sizes are, because I want to say they're 2 or 3, 4, and 5 millimeter. But I do have the sizes on our website. Here's my little jewel pick. Someone really needs to tell that fly that I'm trying to do a video. Any volunteers? How the kids are behaving and we have the fly misbehaving. Goodness. Okay. Right there I used all 3 sizes. I don't know. I like it when I when you put them in a cluster with all the sizes. That's the same size. Where's my... Need a bigger one. Where are you, bigger one? Or is that a bigger one? That is the bigger one. Well, why didn't somebody tell me that? Goodness. Okay. Do a couple right there. And then one maybe right there. And a couple more up here. Let's do another small one because we only have one small one on here. Move over. There you go. Alright, I think we're gonna glue those down and call it a day on this card. That was a big air bubble under my glue. Kind of popped. I think I'm getting a little more comfortable with placing jewels. The first few cards that I did them on, I was trying to be all perfect, and I don't know. Doing stuff like that and trying to get them placed exactly right, and that stuff just doesn't work for me. That makes me nervous. I'm usually better if I just like throw them up in the air and let's see where they land. Okay, that is how easy our A2 happy birthday card is. Now let's get our slimline stuff over here and figure out what we're going to do on this, because I really have no idea. Okay, this I used the Gina Marie stitched rectangles, and they are 3.5. So I cut my back mat at 3 3/4, I believe, and then I inked around the edges in purple. I did that. I inked around the edges in purple on the other card also. I think I forgot to say that. Then we have some different lilac options that we can go with here. So we could keep it just like we have the original, or the A2, the original and the A2 that we just made. We could just do the 3 lilacs in there, and then do, ooh, you wanna know what? I should have cut another one of these, because to do birthday going one way and then happy going the other way, or vice versa. You get what I mean? Like that. I kind of like that idea. Okay, I think I'm going to have to do that. I'm not going to be able to finish the card on here unless I go, because that's, let me see. Ooh, I might. No, I won't be able to, will I? If I cut it right there, my word might hang over a little bit, but okay, Flag, you are not funny anymore. Don't think you were funny to begin with, but I tolerated you. Okay, do the happy like that, maybe? And then the birthday like that, or should they be going the same way? No, they need to go the same way. They need to be going like this, right? Or maybe, ooh, I know, like that. Something like that. But then it seems like it needs something over here. Like, can we put a lilac over there? What do you think? No. I agree. No. put our swirly over there? I don't know. Might look alright. Maybe not. I think this needs to be more, maybe more at the top. Boy, I'm so glad you guys are here as my sounding board. I guess I should start doing lives again so I can actually hear your feedback at the time. Not that I would listen, but maybe not on top of each other, but maybe down a little like that. Then what do you guys think about that? Yes or no? I like the idea, but I don't like the space over here. Where did my jewel pick? What could we fill it in with? I mean, we do have this flourish. We could always do something with the flourish like that. But does that look funny? Put a lilac up there on the flourish. Nope, still don't like that lilac, just in the middle of nowhere. That's what it feels like to me. I feel like everything has to be like, I don't know if you would call it like grounded. Like I can't have things just floating. I feel like everything has to be. Does that make sense to any of you? What do you think about that? Okay, I have another one of these green flourishes, so could we do something like that on that side and that there? Or does that look silly? Or maybe just, come on. Maybe just the flourishes up there. So it kind of frames in the words. Oh my goodness, the possibilities are just so overwhelming, aren't they? I don't really think I like that. Okay. Now what should we do? Should we go? Ooh. Okay. Another idea. We'll keep the birthday word down here. See, you guys are getting to see how I really make cards tonight, why it takes me 20 hours to make one card. Usually by the time I do a video, I've already figured all of this out. And even though with my slimlines, I try to do them as I'm doing my video, I still kind of have an idea of what I want to do. This card, in the last card, the roses card that I did the other day, or yesterday, I really had no idea. Okay, I like that better. Now, what shall we do? I mean, I have these extra lilacs. I could fill in a few more, but then that would be in the way of that happy birthday. So we can move that over there a little. Decisions. Okay. Well, you guys are all deciding what I should do. I'm going to glue this happy and birthday words down because I've decided they definitely have to be on the ribbons. I'll let you guys think about it for a minute. Okay. birthday. Aren't these words just great? I love them. Okay. You guys are watching me put glue on again. Once I get these glued on here though, then it'll be a little easier to move them around and get a better understanding. Okay, should we keep that vase about where it is? I'm thinking that the vase is fine where it is. The question is just whether we use 5 lilacs or so. Since we know that, I'm going to glue. See, that's always my strategy. If I glue the pieces that I definitely know I want in a certain place, then the rest will just fall into place for me, right? That's the way it's supposed to work. Okay. Glue around the edges on this again. Could have used an assistant for tonight's video, huh? With all this gluing. My assistants are in bed though, I believe. Okay, about right there, right? Looks good. I think it needs to go over a little. Perfect. Now let's just hold it down for a minute. See how if you glue it down to the card, it makes it look like 3D, like it's popping off the card, not... Might not make sense to you what I'm saying, but it makes sense in my brain. Like it's coming out of the card, I mean. Got some glue right there. Get off there, okay. And we definitely know I want the birthday piece right there, right? But I want it popped up like I did on the other card? And I'm saying yes. Say yes to the pop dots. I always say yes to the pop dots. I'm just saying. There we go. All right. Right there like that. Looks good. Okay, we have this bottom portion of the card figured out. If we have that much done, do we have to do the rest? Let's just leave it. I'm just kidding. I like figuring out the cards. Most of the time. Sometimes it does get a little frustrating. You know, like when you go to glue something and your glue explodes all over. Okay, should we put that like that or should we put it facing down? And then the question again, okay, those I think are going to be up too high for that, but we have a pop dot right in the way. So, to cut that off just a hair. Okay, there, that's better. And I can lean these out a little more too if I need to. See now, our question was where to put these little ones, right? I think I want them in there because this is a bigger card and it needs more something to fill it in. Let me hold the ones that I already have down, and that one's leaning off the card, and get them glued. That way, again, when I'm moving stuff around, these don't have to move. They can stay put. And then I can always go back and glue them a little better later if I want to. Right now, I just want them to stay where they're at. And then this one needs the pop dots on it because there's so much in those layers there. Actually, I don't think I want a pop dot on the bottom part of that. Should just be glued on the bottom because it was a little hard on that other card to get that down. Or maybe it should have had a pop dot. No, no pop dot. No pop dot on the bottom anyway, that is. Okay. Okay, there. Those three are down. Now, we've come to the end of the line. We must make a decision. I don't think that we need these leaves in there because those are stopping them. Trying to tuck it down in there. Maybe this should. Okay. Put our happy right there. Our birthday down there. Or again, should we do our happy like that? And birthday on the bottom? Oh my goodness. Now you could use the little flourishes as greenery in there too. Where'd my other one go? Where are you, flourish? There it is. It was hiding way up there. Oh, those look kind of cool in there. Okay. We're still trying to figure the happy out though. I think if it goes anywhere, if it goes down, it has to be right there. Let's get that out of the way. To still be able to see it. And then we could put our little flourish right there. And then we could put another one right there. Okay, I like that. I think we're going with it. Those of you who don't want me to do it this way, tell me to stop before I get it done. Too late, I'm laying it down. If you didn't want it this way, you should have told me to stop. Okay, kind of right there. Okay, I like it. See, I told you if I start gluing things down, everything else falls into place, right? This video is gonna probably wind up being another 50-minute video like the roses video. 48 minutes of it is just me deciding where to put the words on the Slimline card. Okay, put you back over there. And we'll go that way with that one again. All right. Oh, I did not glue those lilacs down. Those little guys. And nobody told me that, huh? Okay, one more step. This one, I don't like this popped up, so I'm gonna put some glue on it and hold it a minute and hope that it will glue down a little bit. No. All right, while I hold that, let's pick up some jewels here. Maybe not. I'll have to glue that one later. I will get it down though. And maybe the cluster of 3 down here, because there's so much more open space right there than any place else. You guys hear that thunder? I'm thinking we're gonna get a storm. Yep. You ever notice how gems make everything better? We gotta have something down here. I think that's actually probably, is that all it needs? Really? Are we gonna stop with that many gems? Maybe one there and one up there. Okay. I could keep going all night and put gems. Oh, now this side feels empty though. What shall I do? What shall I do? See, you have all those up there and down there. This side needs something. Maybe just some small ones. How about that? Forget about that thunder. Anybody hear a small child sneaking up behind me? Because I do. All right. Yep, I like it. Okay, let's pick some of these guys up. I should probably glue it and let you guys go. Okay, let's glue our gems down quick. As much as I can with a small child crawling under my legs. You gotta quit bumping me though, bud. I know, you were being nice and quiet. You snuck up, I didn't even know you were there. Oh, he's promising he'll be quiet, guys. What do you think? Should I let him stay in here? Do you think that thunder and lightning show we have going on outside is spooking him a little. All right. There is our Slimline card, and as much as I thought I was going to hate it when I first started laying pieces down, I actually am kind of fond of it. Here you go, and here are our lilac dies, which are going to be an August release, but I think you guys are going to look out because we have a show coming up on July 31st, I believe it is. It's the last Saturday in July. So I think that I'm going to release the dies a couple of days early, just so they'll be on there and ready for that show. So look for them coming the end of July. All of our August releases. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.